Hey yo, what is up, AO Sports? Today we're going to talk about the games that are today, my predictions, what do I think about them, who I think will win, etc., etc., etc. So let's get into this video. So to start off, we got the Wizards versus the Pacers. Well, the Wizards have a record of 16 and 28, while the Pacers have a record of 21 and 23. We all know that the Wizards have not been all that great this season, and that Beal and Westbrook are not a good fit as expected when it comes to wins. The Pacers, they're hanging on there. They're in the playoffs and they're trying to stay in that discussion. Um, but I believe that the Wizards win 101 to 98. Reason why I think that Bradley Beal comes up in a clutch situation and makes a game-winning three or makes a game-winning and one, some sort like that. But don't get me wrong, I think that the Pacers are a way better team. I just think that the Wizards today are gonna come out and play. So that's what I think. They'll score 101-98. After that, we have got the Celtics versus the Pelicans. Well, the Celtics have been disappointing this season, and it's coming from a Celtics fan, so accept it. But this Pelicans team aren't that good as well. They're the 12th seed in the West with a record of 20 and 25, while the Celtics are the 7th seed in the East with a record of 23 and 23. The Celtics should have gone out and got Andre Drummond or Aldridge instead of Fournier at least, but that's a whole different video and a whole different topic. The Pelicans, I believe, will win this game 118 to 105. I want the Celtics to win, but my heart tells me Celtics are gonna win, but my gut tells me that the Pelicans are gonna go out there and basically destroy them. That's what I think will happen. I think that the Celtics are going to revise this season. And they're going to, it's four whole different videos. Four different videos, so I won't mention it. If you want a video about what I think the Celtics will do, leave a comment in the comment section below. And let me know if you guys will like that or not. Now we got the Knicks versus the Miami Heat. Now the Knicks have played great, not like the Celtics, this season, which are the 4th seed. Guys, the 4th seed with a record of 24 and 22. Now I get it, they're just beating the Celtics by one game, but I never saw this coming. I never saw that the Knicks were going to have a better record or be in a higher seed than the Celtics. This is my worst nightmare. Otherwise, the Heat are the 8th seed with a 22 and 24 record. Now, don't let that deceive you. It's okay. Jimmy Butler got hurt. There were many injuries and players missing. But now they got Victor Oladipo for fairly cheap, by the way. So no worries. They were way down in seedings in the beginning of the year, but now they're climbing their way up, and they're gonna be perfectly fine. But even though I believe that it will be a close game, I think, but because the Knicks have great defense and they hustle hard and all that. But I think that the Heat just have more talent, have more work ethic. Damn, that really sounds really bad. But the thing is that I think the Heat will win 111 to 107. So, yeah, sorry, Knicks fans. And now we got the Nets versus the Timberwolves. Minnesota are the worst team in the West. I think the worst team in the league, to be honest. Even though it's an argument between them and the Pistons, I guess. With a record of 11 and 35, the 15th seed in the West, as I said. While the Nets are the 2nd seed with a record of 31 and 15 in the East. I think the Nets are gonna win. I mean, this is even an argument. They created an all-star team, a super team, a dream team, whichever you wish to call it. And I think they're gonna win 130 to 91. Yes, a butt whooping. Now we got the Bucks versus the Clippers. Two good teams going against each other, unlike the Timberwolves versus the Nets. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to stop that. Sorry, Timberwolves fans. The Bucks are the 3rd seed with a record of 29 and 16, while the Clippers are also the 3rd seed in the West with a 31 and 16 record. The Bucks win, I think, 112 to 109. Reason why? Well, they got Giannis, they got Drew Holiday, they got PJ Tucker. They got Chris Middleton, so they have a good enough players. Now, Rajon Rondo will be coming in. I believe this is the game against the Bucks, and I think they still need to build some chemistry before they actually blow up. So I'll give them at least a week, like how the Nets had to build. But Rondo will be set. Basically, he will go in and he will do his thing. I just think that's gonna take some time. Like it's not gonna be just yet. They have to, as I said, build the chemistry basically. So I think that the Bucks take this win just because of that with 112-109. Next up, we have got the Kings versus the Spurs. Well, San Antonio's a 7th seed with the record of 23-20, while the Kings are the 11th seed with the record of 21-25. Even though that the Kings are in a lower seed, I still believe that they win 93-87. LaMarcus Aldridge is gone from the Spurs, so they're gonna have to put somebody to fill in that void. And I don't think they have anybody as of now. DeMar DeRozan cannot carry this team on his own. I think they're gonna maintain that 7th to 8th seed spot around there. I just don't think that they're gonna go and win this game against the Kings. I think they got more firepower than the Spurs, even though that they have the genius in himself of Greg Popovich. But I just don't see them winning this game. Sorry, Spurs fans. Go Kings. And then we got the Warriors versus the Bulls. The Warriors lost Curry due to injury, and they're on the 10th seed with the record of 22-24. He is questionable for today's game, but they can't win a chip this year anyways. But I think that the Bulls, since they got Vucevic and they got Levine, and Curry is not gonna most likely play the same, even if he does play. But if he doesn't play, I don't think they have a shot at all, and they will end up losing if Curry does not play. Once again, 118-102 is my prediction if Curry does not play. If he does play, I think it will be a close game. Maybe the Warriors make a push with Curry, and he comes up clutch, and maybe they win the game. But those are just my predictions, guys. So don't just go with me. I would like to know about your guys' predictions. So let me know all about that. Your predictions in the comment section below. Pretty please. And pretty please as well. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Pretty please do that and share with friends or family. And as always, guys, love sports. Now let's watch this motivational video. Please listen.
I have to be sure I put this the right way, but it's important too, is learning how to fail. I wish for all of you a catastrophic failure. Why? There is no lesson in life like failure. The idea that you're going to be successful in all your endeavors is complete BS. That never happens for anybody. The most important lessons you can learn are from failure. Why? That's the definition of experience. Failing, getting up, getting back at it, getting back in the race is what experience is. And the key to that is every time you fail, because there'll be more than once, you have to learn from it. You do not want to do that again. That's the whole idea. The more you fail, the better you become, because you don't make those mistakes over again. But I wish for everybody, in a good way, now that you understand it, a catastrophic failure. Something that makes you cry.